Welcome to this video. It's your boy Kunle Hologun. So the US has finally elected a new president after the Tuesday election. Watch some of those key moments in this video.
After 4 long, tense days, we've reached a historic moment in this election. We can now project the winner of the presidential race.
After a fresh batch of results gave Joe Biden an untouchable lead in the key battleground of Pennsylvania, CNN became the first US network at 11:23 a.m. to call the 2020 election.
Second term. We're able to make this projection because CNN projects Biden wins Pennsylvania.
One of its commentators moved to tears at the news.
Well, it's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters.
The other networks quickly followed.
Okay, we have an announcement to make. Joe Biden is president-elect.
The Fox News decision desk can now project that former Vice President Joe Biden will win Pennsylvania and Nevada, putting him over the 270 electoral votes he needs to become the 46th president of the United States.
Best day ever.
Celebration broke out across the country, no more so than in front of the White House.
Today, oh my God, seriously. Oh, thank you.
People who may have thought that America had lost its way, we're back.
Feels absolutely unbelievable.
Best feeling I've had in my life.
So many of us worked so hard for so long to make sure that this republic actually survived, because if we had lost this, it wouldn't have survived.
Not only is Joe Biden the oldest person ever to become president, history is made with the selection of his vice president, Kamala Harris, who becomes the first woman and the first black woman to win the office. The moment of realization captured on Twitter.
We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
On news that he would become America's 46th president, Joe Biden tweeted, "America, I am honored that you have chosen me to lead our great country. The work ahead of us will be hard, but I promise you this, I will be a president for all Americans, whether you voted for me or not. I will keep the faith that you have placed in me." Donald Trump, who spent the majority of the week holed up inside the White House, ventured out this morning to play golf, unaware that his presidency was about to come to an end. In a statement issued by his campaign, Mr. Trump insisted, though, that the election was far from over and said he wouldn't rest until the American people have the honest vote count they deserve. But Americans celebrating across the country felt they had been given exactly that, a vote count that's delivered a result in the 2020 election, and Joe Biden as their new president-elect.
So clearly, these two has now been elected as the new president and vice president of the United States of America. Listen to them in their victory speech as well.
John Lewis, before his passing, wrote, "Democracy is not a state, it is an act." And what he meant was that America's democracy is not guaranteed. It is only as strong as our willingness to fight for it. To guard it and never take it for granted. And protecting our democracy takes struggle. It takes sacrifice, but there is joy in it, and there is progress, because we, the people, have the power to build a better future. And when our very democracy was on the ballot in this election, with the very soul of America at stake and the world watching, you ushered in a new day for America.
The people of this nation have spoken. They've delivered us a clear victory. a convincing victory, a victory for we the people. We've won with the most votes ever cast on a presidential ticket in the history of the nation. 74 million. What I must admit has surprised me. Tonight, we're seeing all over this nation, all cities and all parts of the country, indeed across the world, an outpouring of joy, of hope, renewed faith in tomorrow, bring a better day. And I'm humbled by the trust and confidence you placed in me. I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify, who doesn't see red states and blue states, only sees the United States. And work with all my heart, with the confidence of the whole people, to win the confidence of all of you. And for that is what America, I believe, is about. It's about people. And that's what our administration will be all about. I sought this office to restore the soul of America, to rebuild the backbone of this nation, the middle class, and to make America respected around the world again. And to unite us here at home. It's the honor of my lifetime that so many millions of Americans have voted for that vision.
So what is now left for the current president of the United States, Donald Trump? He is still challenging this election. His lawyer has said that the case will be in court and the trial will be starting from Monday, this coming Monday. I'm not sure why the current president has decided to go down this road. American people have spoken. Clearly, the majority of Americans have spoken and they have said that they want a change in government. I will expect that the current president Donald Trump will give a courtesy call to the president-elect Joe Biden, congratulating him. But he has not done this and he is taking this to the court. We're not sure why he keeps doing this. His presidency has been met with a series of chaos, dominating the headlines for so many wrong reasons in the past 4 years. Americans are saying they are fed up of this government. Well, at this point, we just want to say congratulations to the president-elect and the vice president-elect. We wish them the very best in office. So moving on to Nigeria. So following the #EndSARS protest, Nigerian lawmakers have been clamoring for social media bill to be passed in the House. Watch some of those lawmakers in this video.
Speaker, the events of the last few weeks, which commenced on the 7th of October 2020 and reached its climax on the 20th of October 2020, have bombarded me with a barrage of feelings. Mr. Speaker, we need to address certain things. The Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers, all of these are making the narrative that we are seeing today, except we are joking with ourselves. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. The curses, the abuses from children. And I ask myself, is this Nigeria? What is going on? Children cursing, people having the effrontery to enter an Oba's palace, hold the staff of office. Culture is gone. Mr. Speaker, in the next 5 years, there will be no Nigeria if we don't start now. The youth is not only those who do the peaceful protest. Those who have looted, who have destroyed lives, they are youths as well. Mr. Speaker, pregnant women went into malls, picked things and went away. When shall we change this narrative? I put it to all the celebrities out there, all the motivational speakers. This is the only country we have. The wealthy will go. When anything happens, what is our common saying? We die here. please, celebrities, please, social media influencers, stop the hatred already.
So Desmond Elliott is the Lagos lawmaker representing Surulere constituency. He has voiced his opinion, and following this video that went viral, there has been so many reactions across the globe. People, passing all sort of comments, abuse on him, and since then he has come out to apologize. He said his emotion got over him, and he has regretted this.
To regulate the social media, which was bitterly contested by the stakeholders. But we didn't stop, and we kept saying that if we do not regulate the social media, it will destroy us.
It has done more good than harm. Because sometimes we talk about the evil of social media. We don't talk about the good of social media. Talk about the recent looting of various COVID-19 items. In some places they may be looting shops. Nobody will know. Government will not know. Police will not know. But because of social media, once it's happening, somebody is posting it, and before you know, government is aware, police are aware, soldiers are aware. They will go there and save life and property.
The social media is a different method of cascading information to people in seconds. It does not matter where those people are across the globe, wherever place they are, they can get those information in seconds. And this needs to be harnessed by the Nigerian government. They even need to encourage the usage of it rather than discouraging it. It has a positive impact on the hashtag #EndSARS protest. I understand where they're coming from, but they should look at the positive impact rather than the negative impact of it, and continue to encourage Nigerian youths to continue to use this social media, because that is the future and it has come to stay. Hopefully, we continue to monitor the progress and see what Nigerian government want to do with the social media and the Nigerian youths. Moving on to Ivory Coast. Remember, just last week we reported to you that the current president of Ivory Coast, Ouattara, has recontested for the third term in office in the election that was held on the 31st of October, just last week. So the election has been held. He has won that election because the opposition party boycotted that election. So those opposition party, one of those, Pascal Alfi, has now been arrested for what is known as sedition. He has been arrested for proclaiming that he is going to form another government somewhere in the country.
Serious accusations in the Ivory Coast. 3 opposition leaders are under investigation for murder and acts of terrorism after they rejected President Alassane Ouattara's re-election for a contested third term a week ago and vowed to set up a rival government.
I referred the matter to the Chief Magistrate to open a judicial inquiry into acts of terrorism, attacks and conspiracy against the authority of the state and murders. Several people who participated in this conspiracy and managed to escape are actively sought. They are Mr. Pascal Afin-Guessan and Mr. Abdallah Albert Toykos Mabry.
Following the statement, former Prime Minister Afin-Guessan was arrested from his home sometime between late Friday and Saturday. He and others say Ouattara violated a 2-term presidential limit. Security forces have blockaded the homes of several opposition chiefs. It's feared the same post-election violence seen in 2010 could reignite.
So clearly, the United Nations and international community has said this should not be the government of the Ouattara and all other opposition parties. They should look up at ways with which they reconcile all of their differences and move forward in the country. We wish this country the very best. Moving on to our weekly money transfer update. For this week, we can see that transfer is still on top of our table. But we can also see that Azimo is, just on the same rate with transfer for this week in terms of pounds to naira. They are both on 577 naira to a pound, which is staggering. This is the first time that transfer is having a competition, which is really, really good. So Azimo is pushing transfer at the moment. So we can see that transfer is not currently available in euro and dollar. And we can say that Azimo, who is also next on the same 577 naira per pound, currently their euro is 515 naira to 1 euro. They are not currently available in the United States. So number 3 on our list for this week is Rewire, and we can see all the way to number 9 and number 10 on our list, where we have MoneyGram again. MoneyGram is still the last on our list for this week. So, as I have always said, the purpose of bringing you this weekly money transfer update is to ensure that all our viewers, they understand the best rate out there, so that when they want to send money to their loved ones, they can use the best rate to send those monies, and they will not be ripped off by any of these money transfer companies. Please feel free to share this video with your loved ones. Hopefully it has helped someone for this week. So moving on to our inspirational quote for this week. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, while the optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Be optimistic, see opportunities in every difficulty. We wish you the very best. If you have not subscribed to K90 channel on YouTube, please kindly do so. Also, please don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and bye for now.